Hello fellow makeup lovers, how are you guys doing today? I am excited for this video because we're going to be talking about all the new indie makeup releases from the past week and what I personally think about them. And we have got some beautiful releases to discuss this week. I'm so excited about some of these. So before we jump in, I just want to let you know that this series is inspired by Neil Kanikvist and Samantha March. I have both of their channels linked down below, as well as all the Instagram accounts that I use. Also, if you like what's happening on my face, this is actually a tutorial that I posted for my Patreon. I do 4 tutorials every month over there, so that link is in my description box as well. I use the Midas Cosmetics and Smoky Glow palette for palette bingo actually, and it turned out really well in my opinion. Hey guys, so it is me, Editing Amy, making my very first appearance ever on my channel. But I was just sitting here, you can see I just finished editing up Indie Makeup Releases, the video you're watching now, and I realized you'll see at the end we're going to have a little conversation about Pull Up for Change, and I mentioned how easy it is to just donate directly through their website. And as I was editing, I was just thinking about how many people really can't do that right now. I know that we're in the middle of a really hard time. Not everyone's in a place to donate. I feel truly grateful that I am, and I wanted to go ahead and do something together. So all of the ad revenue from today's video is going to go directly to Pull Up for Change. I don't get paid until the 21st of each month, so next month on the 21st I'll make sure to leave a little thing in my community tab so you guys can see how much we raised together. But I just wanted to do that, and I'll probably throw in an extra ad in the video, more than I normally would, just so we can raise as much as possible. Now let's go ahead and jump on into the new makeup. The first thing I want to talk about is something that I really wanted to buy and it sold out. So I was pretty sad about it. This is the new Tami Tanuka palette, and gosh, I screenshotted it in Russian. I forgot to look up the translation, so I'll have it listed in the description box, but this is their newest eyeshadow palette, and honestly, it looks so pretty. It's still definitely more on the lighter side, but there is a like pretty kind of plum matte shade, and it looks like a lot of the shimmers are duochromes. I'll leave some swatches on screen. I think it looks like a really cute little color story. So I was originally planning to pick this up, and then my friend Karen Harris, she's on YouTube as well. I'll link her down below in case you're not subscribed to her because you're missing out. But she Marco Polo'd me and she's like, girl, it's already sold out because it released in the middle of the night. So yeah, we were both sad about it. I believe that it's going to be restocked. I want to say I heard maybe next month, but I think it looks really cute. I'd be curious to hear your opinion, if you were able to snag it, or if you woke up Sunday morning and it was gone too. And all the other palettes that they've released, when I've woken up in the morning, I've been able to still purchase them. I haven't had to wake up in the middle of the night, but I guess this one was probably really well received. A lot of people wanted to grab it. So next we have a palette that I'm super excited about. This is the new Flight Club palette from Menagerie. We talked about the sneak peek last week, and my guess was pretty right. It's definitely more of like a berry purple kind of palette. Definitely going to be picking this up, especially to review. I think it looks really cute. It's not exactly what I imagined it to be, because I feel like I wish that there was like one deeper dark plummy shade, especially like looking at the packaging. Like the whole outer rim is such a beautiful deep purple shade, so I would have liked to see that in the palette. Luckily, Menagerie's palettes are very easy to pull shadows out of and pop other shadows in, so you could easily customize it if this isn't exactly what you want, or you can move them around, whatever, because they do have other purple shadows available, so that's an option. I also was surprised to see so many shimmers. There's what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 shimmers. Normally they do like 2 shimmers, and I'm good with that because their shimmer formula is not my favorite, but who knows, they could have improved. I will definitely give them another chance. The other palettes I have from them, I feel like they're just kind of more on like the chunky side, which isn't really what I go for, and they're just not my favorite to apply. I don't know, but I'm definitely going to give this a chance. I think that overall it looks like a really pretty palette. I love purples, so I'm excited about it, gonna pick it up, and I'm not sure the exact launch date, but if I can find it, again, that'll be in the description box. So the next sneak peek I'm very excited and intrigued by, because this is from Necromancy Cosmetica. They are a Puerto Rican indie brand that has thus far only done matte lipsticks, and they did a sneak peek for a Gothic romance, and it looks like possibly, I'm guessing from these shades, that they're going to be coming out with maybe an eyeshadow palette. I'm excited. I'm excited to see them do something different. I really like their lipsticks. The colors of the powders here look really pretty. Like there's mauve, blue. I mean, it really does look like a grungy, romantic color story. I could see myself picking this up and I can't wait to see the full reveal. I'm hoping that it'll be soon because it looks like it, I mean, the romance theme, Valentine's Day is coming up, like maybe it's coordinating with that, so we'll just have to wait and see. And then next we have a new collaboration between two different brands. This is from Midas Cosmetics and Drench Cosmetics working together. And I'm excited about this because I love Midas already. Drench is a brand I really want to try. Although I don't know if this is like the best example of trying them, since I'm like, is this going to be Drench's formula or Midas's formula? Are they just, is it the color story they're collaborating on? I don't know. I don't know if that's like the proper introduction to trying Drench Cosmetics for the first time. But either way, I think that it seems like a really cool idea. So it's called the Genesis palette. On the front, it says origin, creation, or beginning. And on Twitter, they said that the Genesis palette was created to fill a gap where most palettes fall short. We created a beautiful array of rich shades to celebrate melanin in all of its tones. We want to come together to uplift and inspire. And it's going to be coming in late February. I might get this in PR because I am on the Midas Cosmetics PR list, but if not, I really like what it stands for. I could see picking it up if I end up liking the color story, so just wanted to share it. And then we actually have another release here from Midas Cosmetics. This is their Valentine's collection. It is already available and it's super cute. So there's a cake liner palette and it has like pinks and greens. It's just a Valentine's inspired color story. I personally am not interested in that just because I don't use cake liner. I think it looks really pretty. If I liked cake liner, it would be something that I would get, but I just don't see it being something I would use. And then also there are two different lip sets which have a lip liner and a lipstick in each of them. I'm really excited about it. I'm excited to try the lip liners, excited to try the bullet lipstick formula. Curious if this is just the beginning, if they'll expand to more in the future. I feel like I could see Midas Cosmetics doing a amazing nude line of lip liners and lipsticks, and if they like had coordinating shades, and like I just could see them doing it so right. So I'm excited about that. I don't know if that's actually happening. That's just one in my mind. But this seems like a good start. So again, on the Midas PR list, they asked their affiliates what they wanted to try, and I said the lipsticks and the lip liners. So I will definitely give you guys my thoughts on those whenever I get them. And then next, I am so happy. I'm so happy about this eyeshadow palette. I just, okay, so this is the new Adept Cosmetics Ninhydrin palette. Ninhydrin, I don't know if I'm saying that right. Okay, I'm gonna Google it because there's actually an explanation behind this name and the color story. Oh my god, I was actually saying it right, Ninhydrin. Is that what I said? I think so. So if you're not familiar, because I wasn't, Ninhydrin is a chemical compound, and it says that it's a chemical used to detect ammonia or primary and secondary amines. When reacting with these free amines, a deep blue or purple color known as Ruhrmann's purple is produced. So you're thinking blue and purple, and that kind of coordinates with the colors going on in this palette, which I think is a really interesting name, especially because like the first palette they did was Plain Jane. So this is just very different, but I think it's cool. So anyways, name and everything aside, the color story I think looks like such a beautiful, cool toned palette. If you've been watching my channel, you know I'm obsessed with the Plain Jane palette from Adept. I think it's so, so good. One of the best palettes I've tried in a really long time. So I will definitely be picking up this palette, and I'm assuming that the formula is going to be similar for the shimmers. There are two different matte shades in here. So there's one that looks like a brown and one that looks like it has like a slight grungy greenness to it. Which, I mean, the mattes are nice. I don't really necessarily need them. Like, I love the shimmer formula so, so much that I would be happy without the mattes, but I think it's nice to include them, and they seem like very good shades where you could just throw those in the crease and then any shimmer shade in the palette would work all over the lid, so I'm not mad at it. I did see a few people mentioning that this palette is $68 and their Plain Jane palette's $62. So it is a few dollars more, and it has matte shades instead of like the special shimmers for 2 of them, so they were expecting it to be less. But my guess would be that it's probably a little bit more because of the packaging. The packaging gives me like Natasha Nona Lila vibes. It looks very, very sturdy and nice, so I would guess that's probably why it's a few dollars more. Just me assuming. I don't have any information, but the packaging looks really, really nice. And I'm definitely going to be purchasing it. I'm very excited about it. I know that it's expensive, especially if you add on shipping on top, but for me personally, the shimmers are just so good that they're worth it. But I've said it before, I'll say it again, value depends on each individual person. What's worth it to me might not be worth it to you, and what's worth it to you might not be worth it to me. So I'd be really curious if you like the color story, if it's something you could see yourself picking up or not. I literally have all of the notifications for Adept Cosmetics turned on so that the moment they say that it is available, I can go ahead and pick it up because they haven't set a specific date or time yet. So I'm just like nervous, like I don't want to not get it right away. All right, so the next release that we have is from Drench Cosmetics, and these are their new Hyper Brow Ultra Slim Brow Pencils, and they're available now for $10 each in 6 different shades. These do look nice. They look like very, very thin little brow pencils, and I could see picking up the lightest shade. I believe it's called Light Coffee. In the future, if I ever make an order from Drench Cosmetics, I could see throwing one of these in the cart, but I'm not really needing a brow pencil right now, so I don't think I would make a separate order specifically for it, but it does look to be a good shade range. Looks like a very, very thin brow pencil, so if this is the kind you like and you want to try one from an indie brand, it's there. All right, let's see. Next we have a new release from It's Belle Cosmetics. You might be familiar with them because they had the palette, oh gosh, what was it called? It's a palette, and it's like super sparkly, beautiful shades. I think there's 9 shades in there, sold out super fast. I'm hoping to get it on the next restock, but that definitely gave their brand a lot of hype. So they recently released a little Valentine's Lolly Gloss collection, and there are 5 different shades which are all available now, and these look really cute. It's a very adorable little line of nude lip gloss shades. I actually could see picking one of these up, maybe Mocha Pop. I could see grabbing one of these whenever I do eventually make an order. I love that it has like the giant doe foot applicator. I love that in a lip gloss for some reason. And then next we have a new launch which I really wanted to talk about because it's very intriguing to me. So there's a new brand. I don't even know if they're supposed to be called LYS. LYS, that doesn't sound right. Or LYS, maybe? Beauty? Okay, anyways, they're a new brand. They're a Black-owned brand, and they are supposed to be clean beauty, but affordable. And the whole idea of this really has me intrigued because I feel like so many different clean beauty brands are terrible when it comes to shade ranges. Like their shade ranges are just not the best. They're normally very heavily just made for fair light skin tones, and I don't like that. I think some of the clean beauty marketing I think is a little like based on scare tactics, but I feel like everyone should still have the accessibility to having the clean beauty and having shades that work for them. And the fact that this is going to be like an affordable version of clean beauty, I think it's really cool. I feel like when it comes to clean beauty, I'm pretty neutral about it. Like if it's a product I want to try, then I'll try it, but I'm not trying it just because it's clean, if that makes sense. Or I'm not going to buy something just because it's not clean. If that's kind of just where I'm at. But anyways, so in the line, they're going to have the Triple Fix Serum Foundation, which has 35 shades and retails for $22. Again, shade range looks really, really nice on that. I feel like a serum foundation. It sounds beautiful. The packaging looks really cute. So I feel like I could see myself picking up that. They also are going to have some translucent pressed setting powder. I don't really need that. Gripping serum primer doesn't really speak to me. There's going to be a matte bronzer, doesn't speak to me. A satin matte cream blush. The cream blush I could see picking up 1 or 2. And then there's also going to be a Speak Love Glossy Lip Treatment Oil. So maybe I could see getting that as well. It's going to be launching actually on Sephora on the 19th. Their website right now, everything just says coming soon. So I'm excited about it. I feel like I'm just going to pick up like 3 or 4 products, give it a chance. I like what this brand is doing. And again, I'd be curious to hear your thoughts. Are you about it? Are you gonna pick anything up? Are you gonna wait for reviews? And then let's see, the last release that I had to talk about really quickly, this is not a this is a mainstream launch. It's not an indie launch, but I just wanted to throw it in at the end because I just thought this collection deserved a little moment to be spoken about. So this is the new Make It Black collection from Colourpop, and it looks like there's an eyeshadow palette, some different lippy sticks, some single shadows, some lip liners, and I think that they also had a creme gel liner as well. So it says that Make It Black Official partners with leading brands to transform their most iconic products black. 100% of the proceeds will support Black founders through the newly established Pull Up for Change Impact Fund. Less than 1% of available capital goes to Black businesses. We are raising $5 million to support Black businesses. We need to build up more Black businesses and advance the economic well-being of our community. So I really, really like what's happening behind this collaboration. So looking on the Colourpop website, it looks like almost everything is still in stock in case you're wanting to look into these or purchase any of them. Like I said, I believe that they are products that already existed. They've just been repackaged. But also just know that if you're ever looking into something like this and it's a product that you feel like you don't really need to bring into your life, or you just don't see it being your personal preference, you're trying to buy less, whatever it may be, you can always donate to the charity or the cause directly. So I will leave the website link down below in case you're curious. It's super easy to donate through. So that is pretty much everything that we had to talk about today. Like I said, it was gonna be a little bit of a quicker video. I'm so curious if there's any releases that you're loving or you wish had been done a little bit different. Feel free to leave your thoughts in the comment section, and I will see y'all in the next one. Bye.